Sup, nerds? Before we get into the battle report today, I wanted to give you all a heads up on something I'm going to be doing. This Saturday, November 5th, 2016, I'm going to be taking part in an all-day gaming marathon as part of Extra Life, designed to raise money for children in need. Our group will be raising funds for the Children's Hospital at Providence here in Anchorage, Alaska. It is an incredible cause that will benefit some children who could really use some support. So if you haven't spent all your money on plastic sprues, click on the link in the description below and make a donation. Let's show what a bunch of geeks can do for those in need. Thanks. And now, on to the battle report. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I'll be fighting a 1750-point battle between my Dark Angels and Rob's Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard, or however you want to call them. So, the story that we've got going on here today is that a Ministorum Priest was searching through some old archives that they found and found some interesting facts about the Dark Angels back during the Heresy times. He found information that led him to believe that part of the part of the Legion had actually gone to chaos, even though they've been claimed that they are 100% pure. So he decided to take this information and take it to people that he knew needed to know this information. Of course, the Dark Angels, with their fingers as they do throughout the Imperium, caught word that this Ministorum Priest was going to release the information and dispatched a force to go convince him otherwise. And he ran off to go find refuge wherever he could. So he found himself on this Imperial planet that happened to have an Imperial Guard Imperial Guard force on it. So he ran to them for help and had message to them, and they came out to try to get him, and the Dark Angels came out to try to get him as well. So he will be our relic for today. So as the bolters and blasts started to fly, he became afraid and dropped to the ground. And that's where he will be until someone can come and grab him. So that is the story that we're going to be running here today. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies and psychic powers that are going to be battling it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a Lion's Blade detachment and a Ravenwing Strike Force. Leading off the Lion's Blade detachment and the Demi Company, we have a Chaplain with a Jump Pack. We have a 5-man tactical squad with a las cannon. We have another 5-man tactical squad with a las cannon. We have a third 5-man tactical squad with a las cannon. We have a 5-man assault squad with jump packs. We have a 5-man devastator squad with 2 grav cannons and a rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a 5-man command squad with 5 melta-guns and a drop pod as a dedicated transport. And as an auxiliary choice, we have a Ravenwing attack squadron with a 3-man attack bike squad with multi-melta upgrades and a land speeder with an assault cannon upgrade. Then for the Ravenwing Strike Force, leading it off here, we have a level 2 Librarian on a bike with the Shroud of Heroes. We have a 3-man Ravenwing Bike Squad with 2 plasma guns. We have a 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight Squad. We have a second 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight Squad. We have a Ravenwing Dark Shroud. And last but not least, we have a Dark Talon. So for the Imperial Guard, he'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading that detachment, we have a company command squad with a company commander with a power fist, carapace armor, a refractor field, the Volkov's cane, Wrath of Cadia. He also has a medic, 3 plasma guns, and a level 2 Primaris Psyker in his squad there, and they have a Chimera as a dedicated transport. Then we have Knight Commander Pask and a command tank squadron. He is in a Leman Russ Punisher with heavy bolter sponsons and a heavy bolter on the hull. Then he's along with a Leman Russ Exterminator with multi-melta sponsons and a las cannon on the hull. Then we have an infantry platoon with 4 10-man squads with a las cannon and a grenade launcher in each, and the sergeants have bolt pistols. And we have a platoon command squad with a las cannon, heavy flamer, and the platoon commander there has a power sword. Then we have a company veteran squad with grenadier upgrade. They have 3 melta-guns and a Chimera as a dedicated transport. We have 3 separate armored sentinels with las cannons. We have a Leman Russ Executioner with multi-melta sponsons and heavy bolter on the hull. And last but not least, we have 2 separate wyverns with camo netting. So for the Dark Angels, my librarian rolled on Interomancy, so he has Mindworm, Seed of Fear, and Maelstrom of Misery. Then for the Imperial Guard, he rolled on Divination, so he has Prescience, Scryer's Gaze, and Perfect Timing. Alright, so those are the armies and psychic powers. Let's go over deployment here. I've got my Land Speeder and my Attack Bike Squad from the Raven Wing Attack Squadron over here. I've got one of my tactical squads up in the building here with the las cannon. I've got my Devastator squad down here. I've got another tactical squad here with the las cannon. I've got my assault squad there. My warlord, the chaplain there, has joined them. When we have the other tactical squad over here. In reserve, I have all of my Ravenwing Strike Force, since they have the flyer with them, they have to stay in reserves. And then I've got my command squad inside the drop pod in reserves. Going over here for Astra Militarum, we have 20-man blob right here. Armored Sentinel in the back. We got one of the Wyverns right there. We've got the company command inside of that Chimera there. We've got Pask and his dude bro up here. Another 20-man squad that the Psyker, what's it called? Primaris Psyker has decided to join them. We've got the platoon command squads also up in this building here. We have the other Wyvern there. We've got the Plasma Executioner over here. We've got the platoon, the company veterans over in their Chimera there. And we have the two other armored sentinels here. One is inside the building, one is in the back there. So that is the deployment. And as of right now, Dark Angels will be going first, unless the Imperial Guard can seize the initiative on a 6. No, at 4. So we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels on turn 1. These guys shot up. He passed his dangerous terrain test. These guys stood still. He shot up. These guys shot up. One guy failed his dangerous terrain test and failed his armor save, so he did. These guys stayed still. These guys stayed still. And these guys dropped in right there. Go big or go home, and I went big. So I learned that from my opponent. So it's his fault. So that's the movement phase here for the Dark Angels. I don't have my Psyker on the board right now, so we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting out the shooting phase, my Melter Bros here are going to fire into his tank squad there. So I positioned them so that they're on the side arc actually of that front tank there. So the side armor is actually going to be 13. They're all in Melter range there. So we've got 5 shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, 1 miss. They're all in Melter range, so we got 4 shots. Side armor's 13, so looking for 5s to glance. So first one is a glance. Second one is a glance. Third one is a glance. And fourth one is nothing. So it's night fight right now. So we've got 3 6-ups. No, so that first one is dead. Okay. All right, we're going to start over here with my land speeder is going to fire into Pask over there. The heavy bolter is going to be the black. Green is going to be the assault cannon. The assault cannon can actually do something because of rending. The heavy bolter can't, but if he gets a hit, they get +1 ballistic skill to hit him. And they're in range. Not Melter range, but within range. So, hitting on 3s. All right, I got hit. The blacks aren't going to be able to do anything. So I've got 3 hits from the assault cannon, needing 6s to do anything. Nothing. All right, so but they hit, so we'll come back to you with those Dubros. All right, so now my Melter Bros on bikes here are going to fire into Pask. So I've got 3 shots here, hitting on 2s because of the +1 ballistic skill from the land speeder hitting him. Good thing. So I got 3 hits, looking for 6s to glance because they're not in Melter range here. So looking for fill faces. No, I got nothing. All right, moving on. All right, Las Cannon Bro from this tactical squad is going to fire into his Wyvern back there. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a 1 to glance. That is a pen. He's got a, let's see, he's got night fighting and there's intervening terrain there, so it's a 5, becomes a 4, becomes a 3 because of his camo netting, right? So, 3 up. Oh, and he's good. All right, last cannon bro over here. He's going to fire into his armored sentinel there. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Front armor's 12, so looking for a 3 to glance. That's a pen. He's got a 4 up because of night fight save. No, it goes through. So +1 to the result. 4. So he is immobilized and snap shooting. Or not immobilized, stunned. Right? So he can't move and he's snap shooting. And down to 1 hull point. Alrighty. Moving on. Alright, Stormbolter from here into this squad over here. So hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. We've got a 3 up night fight save because it's 4 up for being in the ruins plus 1 for night fight, so it becomes a 3 up. Oh, and he's got stealth in ruins. So yeah, so they. Oh no, night fight gives you stealth because everyone's stealth. Yeah. So it just becomes a it's still a 3 up. 3 up. Good. Yep. Cool. All right, last cannon dude bro here is going to fire into his company command squad's chimera there. So hitting on a 3. No, he misses. All right, I think I've just got some. I might have some more. All right, Stormbolter from here is going to fire into the squad through there. So hitting on 6s because he moved 12 or more than 6. Nope. And then 2 guys with bolters are going to jump up and shoot from inside there. 6s, nothing. All right, I think that's it for the shooting phase. I'm going to do a bit of runs, but that's boring to watch. So no one's going to be charging, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Imperial Guard here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Imperial Guard here. These guys all stood still. They all kind of stood still. He kind of shifted a bit. These guys stood still. He stood still. He actually immobilized himself. Good job on that one. That's usually my job to immobilize myself. He came shooting through here. He moved up through cover there, and he has the stun, so he couldn't move. So that is it for movement phase. So now we're going to move into the psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 4, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving him with 6 dice. So what are you going to do?
Prescience on Pask.
All right, he's going to cast Prescience on Pask, needing 2, getting it with 2. I'm going to try to deny that. Can I see 2 fill faces? I got 1 fill face. So Pask is now prescienced. What else do you want to do?
I'm going to go ahead and do perfect timing on my own squad.
And perfect timing on his own squad there. That blob of 20 dudes there. Needing just need the 1. All right, and it goes off, and I got no dice to deny it. Alrighty. So pretty good second phase there. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 1. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, he is going to give orders, fire on my target to these dude bros on there, so that would give them ignores cover. So he's got the. Are they within 6 inches? Yep. So he's got someone within 6 inches. So his Volkov's cane comes into effect, meaning that he only fails on double 6s. He's good. Well, he would have been good anyway. All right, so they have ignores cover, so now they fire onto his target. Who are you going to fire onto?
I'm going to go ahead and fire them on the...
789, 1 to the 3.
That's actually a good question.
All right, we'll be right back once he figures out who's going to fire on. All right, so they're going to fire onto my land speeder here, so no need to jinx since he can ignore cover, but the only things that can do anything are going to be the 2 las guns and the grenade launcher. So these are going to be the las cannons. All right, las cannons hitting on 4s. I got 1 hit, and glancing on a 1.
Yep.
So that's a pen, plus 1 to the result. 6, it's immobilized and down a hull point, all right? And then the grenade launcher, so crack shot, so hitting on 4. That's a hit. Strength 6, looking for 4 to glance.
Got it.
That's a 6, that's a pen. So it is dead. It doesn't have AP anything, right? So it can't explode. So that is just dead. But that is first blood right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so now he's going to cast our order, Smite of Will, onto these because he's the senior officer, so he gets to do 2 orders. He's going to do Smite at Will on these guys. What does that do?
It
Allows them to do split fire. So here we go. Needing anything but anything but double 6s will be a success, and he's good. All right, still would have been good anyway. Man, that guy is good. He is not worried about his staff. All right, so we'll come back to you with their shots with that. All right, so the grenade launcher and one of the las cannons from this squad are going to fire into my rhino because the other one can't actually see him because of the closed door in the front there. So what do we do first? Las cannon first, hitting on a 4. That's not a hit. So then the grenade launcher hitting on a 4. That is a hit. Looking for a 5 to glance. That's a glance, and it ignores cover because they have perfect timing on them. So he is down a hull point. All right. All right, then 9 las cannon guys and one of the other grenade launcher guy are going to fire into my dude bros up front here. The grenade launcher guy is going to shoot his frag shot here. So hitting on, or just scattering. Direct hit. So that's how many? Is that 3? Hits 3. All right, so let's roll that one there.
Yeah, you can only see that guy. So
Yeah, that sounds good.
5.
So looking for 5s, strength 3. We got 1. 3 up armor save. He's good. All right, and now we've got the last cannon shots. So of the 9, all but 2 are in rapid fire range. So we'll come back to you with those shots. All right, so now we've got how many? 16 shots coming in here from them. So hitting on 4s. All right. Alrighty, and then wounding on 5s, because strength 3, right? Yep, so wounding on 5s. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 2. 2 wounds. 2, 3 up armor saves. Oh, one guy did. All right. All right. So that's actually it for orders. So now we've got the platoon command squad, right? That's the ones I'm thinking of. The last cannon is going to fire into the Rhino over here. So hitting on a 4. No, that's a miss. All right. All right. This last cannon bro is going to fire into my Rhino over here. So he's going to be shooting, hitting on 4s. No, that is a miss. And then he is going to fire into the tactical squad over here. Hitting on 6s because of snap fire. No, nothing there. All right, Sentinel Bro over here is going to fire onto my Rhino over here. So hitting on a 4. No, nothing. All right, so we're going to start out with this tank is going to fire onto the Rhino over here. He really wants it dead. So we're going to fire we'll do the 3 gets hots for his for the plasma blast there out of the front one. So looking for not 1s. All right, so those are good. So we'll come back to you with those shots. All right, so he's going to go for in the middle there. First one, direct hit. Second one, direct hit. Third one. Scattering off
4, but direct hit is BS4.
4 because he's BS4.
Yep.
All right, perfect. So that ends up being direct hit.
No, sorry, BS3.
BS3. Well, it's still 1 inch. It'll still hit him.
Yep.
So that's 3 hits onto there. So strength 7, looking for 4s to glance here. We got 1 pen. 1 because of night fight. 4 up. Cover save. No. So that goes through. +1 to the result. 5, weapon destroyed, so he loses his Storm Bolter. All right, but he's still alive, and that's what's important. And now the others are going to fire. Because he tried to move, he technically counts as moving because he went to move. So he's going to be snap firing these shots here. So the greens are going to be the multi-meltas, reds are going to be the heavy bolters. So multi-meltas and heavy bolters looking for 6s. No, nothing there. All right. All right, so these the command squad inside there is going to pop up the 2 plasma dude bros are going to pop up and fire into my dude bros there. So hitting on their veterans. So they're going to be hitting on 3s.
Greens and red are 2 different
Greens
guys.
or reds are the 2 different guys. So hitting on 3s. We got 1 gets hot and 1 miss.
4 up armor.
4 up armor. He's good. So the 2 shots here, wounding on 2s. All right, 2 wounds. Frick, do I want to go to ground or no? No, I'm not going to go to ground. I'm not going to go to ground. This may be a big mistake, but I'm not going to go to ground. All right, so 6 up, night fight saves. No, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. Whew, okay. They're both dead, though. All right, the multi-laser and heavy bolter from the Chimera are now going to fire into these guys. So, multi-laser here, hitting on 4s. So, got 2 hits.
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds. 2 3 up armor saves. 1 is dead and 1 is good. And then we got the heavy bolter. Hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits. Strength 5, wounding on 3s. Nothing. All right. All right, now Pask is going to fire into my attack bikes. They are going to jink. His main gun there, because of his crack shot, is going to be rending. So he's got 20 shots coming in here. Strength 6, AP dash, but with rending. So, here they come, hitting on 3s. Twin link because of prescience. Oh man, there's a bunch of 1s and 2s in there. Alright, yep, those are all hits. And 3s again. Alright, got a couple more. Alright, these are all strength, 5, sorry, strength 5. So, wounding on 4s. All right, we'll figure this one and come back to you. All right, so we got 12 wounds. A bunch of them are rending, but I'm going to jink all of them anyway because it's because of Night Fight, they get a 3-up rerollable jink save. So 12 wounds. Looking for 3s. Alrighty. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Looking for 3s again. Oh, 2. So the first one is dead. All right. And now the 3 heavy bolters are going to fire into them. So 9 shots hitting on 3s. Twin link because of prescience. All right. So all hits. Strength 5. Looking for 4s. Alrighty. So we've got we got 5 wounds. All right, so 5 3-up rerollable jink saves. They are all good. Alrighty, sounds good. All right, so the Wyvern is now going to fire onto these guys. He's going to put the shot there, like right on top of this guy's head. Does that sound? Yeah, right on top of the front guy's head there, so you get it both. So the first shot, he's got 4 shots, all twin linked. That's a direct hit. Second shot, that's. Do you want to twin link that one? All right. Direct hit, so that's 2 hits. Third, that's going to go off a bunch, twin linked. Direct hits, so that's 3 hits. And then the third, 4 hits. So 8 shots coming in here. Strength 5, right?
Strength 4 with shred.
Oh, strength 4 with shred.
And ignores cover.
So strength 4, looking for 5s to wound. All right, re-rolling because of shred. Alrighty, so we got 4 wounds, 4 3-up armor saves. I don't get to re-roll because it's not jink save since he ignores cover. So 3 ups. Oh, and another one goes down. Alright, now his other Wyvern there is going to fire onto these dude bros. He's going to put it right there, so a direct hit will hit 3. So let's see, the first one. It's going to scatter off, twin links, direct hit, so that's going to be 3. Next shot. Gonna roll that? Yep. All right, so that's 2 this way. So that's gonna go like that. Probably just hit the one guy. Yep, hit the one guy. So that's 4 hits so far. All right, twin linked. Oh, that's gonna be way off. And then the next one, direct hit. So that's 7 total hits from that. All right, then we'll roll these. Strength 4, so looking for 4s with shred. So 4s with shred. Okay. All right, so we got 6 wounds there. 6 3-up armor saves. 5, 6. Cool. 6 3-up armor saves. I lose 1 guy. All right. And now the heavy bolter from the hull is going to fire into them, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. Yeah, double box hearts. He wanted that. All right, so 3-up armor saves. 1 more guy dead. All right. All right, so that is it for Astra Militarum here on turn 1. My dude bro from the command squad actually failed his morale test and fell back 3 inches. This guy passed his morale test. So that is it for the, and these guys over here are fearless because of the zealot from because of their chaplain. So that is it for turn 1 here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, so turn 2 movement here for the Dark Angels. These guys came off the board here with outflank. This guy is moving up this way. This guy moved up this way. He came off here outflank. He came in from reserves. He stood still. They stood still. They stood still. They stood still. They jumped over here for cover and passed their dangerous terrain test. These guys came in from outflank, and those guys came in from outflank. So that is a movement phase. I'm not going to do my psychic phase because I'm not in range of the stuff that I really want to use. So we will move on to the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, we're going to start with these guys shooting into this blob over here. They're all just going to use their bolters because he's going to get a 3-up cover. So he's 4-up because he's in ruins, and he has the warlord trait that gives all of his units stealth ruins. So we've got 6 twin link bolters coming in here, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Oh, those 2 ones. I bet you those would have been the plasma ones if I'd rolled them. So looking for 3s on the twin linked. All right. And that would have been the armor save. All right, so wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 4 wounds, 3 ups. 1 guy is dead. All right. Stormbolter from here into those guys. On 3s. 2 hits. On 3s. 1 wound. 3 up armor. 3 up cover, sorry. Oh no, what is that? Oh, he's good. All right, so he's going to fire onto the Chimera back there. He's going to use the Rift Cannon shot onto there. So, let's see if this is going to scatter. Direct hit. So, did it go doubles? It did not go doubles. Oh, man. So, it's just Strength 10, AP 2. So, it's going to be we'll do the shot onto the Chimera first. So, looking for a 2 to glance, right? Because front armor is 12 on the Chimera. All right, so 2 to glance. That is a pen. AP 2 plus 1 to the result. 4, so he's going to be stuck in snap firing. And then leadership on the guys inside. They're good. Alrighty. And then onto the Wyvern over there. 10 armor on the side there? Or, yeah, on the side. So looking, it's auto pen. So yeah, that's a pen.
4+5, weapon destroyed.
Oh, well, I was going to say that's I'm sorry, I was rolling that for the pen, I guess, because I know, is 1 auto glance? Oh, okay. So, yeah, so +1 then, that was actually my wound, or the penetration roll. So, do you know what it was? Oh, yeah. I don't know. What? I'm going to roll, I'll roll for the result here. +1. Oh, no. All right. Wait, let's dice it off. You said, what was the first result? Because I didn't even see. The first one was weapon destroyed. So, we're going to dice off. 1, 2, 3, we'll go with the first roll. 4, 5, 6, we'll go with the second roll. Just because that seems crazy to me. I wanted to do the pen, but he thought I was doing, so we're going to do this. So 1, 2, 3, it was weapon destroyed. 4, 5, 6, it explodes. So it explodes. Okay. So distance. Whoa, come back here. 5 inches. So we'll figure that one out and come back to you. All right, so he is gone over there, and these guys took 5 hits, but there was like 2 wounds, and he made his cover saves, and then I didn't glance onto his Chimera, and the back here is 11, so I can't do anything to that. So now the Hurricane Bolter is going to shoot. The one on the right is on the side armor of the Chimera there, so he can actually do something. So hitting on 2s because of strafing run. All right, all hits. Looking for 6s to glance. I got 1 glance. So he's down to 1 hull point, right? All right, so moving on. All right, so my front dude bro there is going to shoot into Pask. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. He's in melt range. So looking, front armor is 14. So looking for a 6 to glance. That's a pen. +2 to the result. 5, so weapon destroyed. So we've got
1, 2, 3, 4, the 5, 6 reroll.
Yeah, that sounds good. 1, 2, 3 are going to be the heavy bolters. Heavy bolters. 4 is going to be his Punisher cannon, and then 5, 6 reroll. 3. So the other sides, one of the side sponsons is kaput. All right, moving on. All right, we realized that the dude bro in the back here had camo netting, so he's got a 6-up cover save. We're gonna let it happen because he was kind enough to let me blow him up. All right, so nothing good. He is dead. He's officially dead.
He is dead.
We've done so many dice rolls. He is dead. All right, he is gonna fire into pass. He's gonna snap fire. So hitting on a 6. No, nothing there. All right, moving on. All right, last cannon bro here is going to fire into Pask. So, hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, now he is going to fire into Pask. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Side armor is 13, right? Hold on, we're going to find out what armor facing he's on. All right, he's actually on the front armor. So, we're going to be looking for a 5 to glance here. Show me a fill face! Oh, what is going on? 5, so that is a glance. I think, well, let's find out with the cover. All right, so he's actually going to get a 5-up cover because I've got intervening models over there. So, 5 up?
Nope.
No, so he takes another glance. Okay.
The guy's dead.
Yeah, he's dead because he fell over. All right, the Grav squad from in here is going to jump up and fire onto his Plasma Punisher over there. So the blacks are going to be the ones with the Signum, greens are going to be the ones without the Signum. So hitting on 3s and 2s. All right. Yep. Alrighty, so looking for 6s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Okay, nothing so far. Come on, bros. I just need 1 because he's already immobilized. Come on, just 1 6. Come on, you can do it. Go, I got the 1 6. Ah, yeah. No cover. Oh, thank God. That's giving myself a heart attack over here. All right, these dude bros here are going to fire into his sentinel there. So, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. No, who does that? All right, 3+ armor saves. All right, so at least they're not dead. So, sign armor is 10, so 3s to glance. That's a pen. You get a 5-up cover save. Oh, and he's good. Well played. All right, these guys are going to fire into this dude bro here. So the greens are going to be the twin link plasma talons. Black's going to be the twin link bolter from the psyker there. So hitting on 3s. Nothing needs to be twin linked. So black's looking for a 6 to glance. Greens are looking for 3s to glance. Alrighty, so we got a pen, a glance, and a glance. Onto him over here. I don't know. Well, he's got... We're going to figure out cover here a second. All right, so we rolled off here, and we determined that the guy that he would get covered from would give him the glance, but he's still going to be glanced and penned, so he's going to be dead. So let's see if that pen blows up. +1 to the result. It does. Oh, jeez. All right, distance is 3 inches over here, so I think it hits the Chimera there. So, but not enough, I don't think, to hit the... Oh, he would have been 12 in front anyway. So, looking for a 6-2 glance. Nope, nothing. All right, so moving on. All right, last hand in bro is going to fire into him. Hitting on a 3. Nope. Okay. All right, that's it for the shooting phase here for Dark Angel's turn 2. And we're not going to... We can't charge anyone with anyone that's in range there. So, we are just going to move on to the... Come back to you after movement phase for the Imperial Guard here on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for Imperial Guard on turn 2. He immobilized himself, so these dude bros got out. These dude bros are kind of moving up here, but the heavy weapons squad stayed still. Pass kind of shuffled around there. He couldn't shuffle because he has he got the shaken. These guys over here are just trying to shuffle around this way so they all get some sight onto these guys. And he just kind of twisted around a bit, and he stood still back there. So that is it here for movement phase. On to the psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 4, leaving both of us with 6 dice. So what are we going to do first? Prescience on Pask, needing 2. Goes off with 2. I'm going to try to deny it. Looking for 2 fill faces. I get, just 1 again. So Pask is twin linked. Brutal. And then again, he's going to do perfect timing on his own squad here. So, needing 1. No, do not get it. All right, so that is it for Psychic phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, Pask is going to give himself an order, right? Yeah, so he's going to give the order where he basically shoots and then he pops smoke. So, looking for 9 or less. Got an 8, so he is good to go there. So he will now shoot, and then he will pop smoke. All right, so now Pask is going to fire into my bike squad there. They are going to jink. So here we go, hitting on 4 threes. All right, re-rolling because of prescience. Pretty good there. And there's a 2 right there. Cool. 3s. All right, wow. Really good. Wow, 18 hits here. All right, so strength 5 onto toughness 5, looking for 4s to wound. 6s are rending, but I'm going to be jinking anyway, so. All right, that was not as good. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so he's going to make 7, these guys, I'm sorry, not that guy. These guys are going to make 7 jink saves here. So looking for 4-ups, re-rolling to 4-ups. All right, so I made, wow, actually I did pretty good there. So 2 misses, looking for 4-ups again. Oh, just 1 did. All right, I'll take that. All right, so now 1 heavy bolter has the range of fire and is still there. So hitting on 3s. Twin, don't need to twin link. Looking for 4s. Got 1. 4-up jink save. He's good. All right, his senior commander there is going to give orders to this squad over here to fire on his target. So, he's within 6 inches, so looking for anything but double sixes. And he's good, so they will be ignoring fire. We'll come back to you with that. Ignoring cover, not ignoring fire. All right, so they are going to fire onto my Dark Shroud. I don't get to jink this one, even though he went flat out, counts as jinking. Ignores cover means they ignore that. So here are the 2 last cannons hitting on 4s. Oh no! All right, looking for 1s to glance. Got 1 glance and 1 pen. So the pen +1, 2. So he's going to be snap firing. All right, and then the grenade launchers hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits. Strength 6, looking for 4s to glance. No, nothing. So he's still alive. Woo! All right, now he's going to cast Smite at Will. Smite at Will? Yeah, Smite at Will onto these dude bros over here. Again, looking for anything but double sixes. Yeah, he good. All right, so we'll come back to you with those shots. All right, so one of the last cannons is going to fire onto the Rhino over here. So hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Looking for a 2 to glance. That's a pen. He's got a 5 up Cobra Save. Coming through there. Come on, 5 up. Do it, buddy. You can do it. You know you can do it. You know you can do it. Oh, no. Okay, so he's going to be a wreck, but let's see if he explodes. +1. Oh, he does explode. All right, we'll come back to you with the results of that. And that is the result. One of my grav cannons died in the explosion. Womp womp. All right, now the rest of them are going to fire into my attack bike, who is going to be jinking. So let's do the las cannon first, hitting on a 4. Nope. No. Then the 2 crack grenades hitting on 4s. Got 1, strength 6, looking for a 3, nothing. And then we'll come back to you with all the las gun shots. All right, now we have 22 las gun shots coming into him, hitting on 4s. All right, we're gonna figure this out and we'll come back to you. All right, these are now gonna be wounding on 6s. We got 1, that's a cocked. We got 2 wounds. Nice. So, should have had my dice. All right, so 2 3-up jinx saves because he's got 4 up, but he's within 6 inches of the Dark Shroud. So, 3-up rerollable jinx saves. He's good. Yeah, that's what I needed. All right, and then what is this one?
Bolt pistol.
And then the bolt pistol from the sergeant. That's a hit. Looking for a that's a wound. 3-up jinx save. Yeah, he's good. Woo! All right, then his platoon commander is going to try to command these guys to forward for the Emperor, which means that they shoot and then run. So looking for 9. Ooh, got it with a 9, exactly 9. Woo! All right, so we'll come back to you with those guys. All right, so we've got 6 las guns into these dude bros over here. So hitting on 4s.
3s, veterans.
3s, oh, they're veterans, I forgot 3s. All right, no, they did on that one. So we got 3 hits. Looking for 5s. We got 2. So 2. Why did I put this back? Come on. So 2 3-up armor saves. Oh no, 2 dead. Oh man, crazy town. All right, the Sentinel who is inside there, you can kind of see him there. He's gonna fire into these guys over here. So hitting on a 3, 4. Oh my God. That's a hit. Wounding on anything but. Oh, a little bit of butt.
There's the butt.
Everybody loves a little butt, right? And now the scatter laser from him is going to fire into these guys, hitting on 4s. Oh man, there we go. He wants it. He's not happy that he got immobilized. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Oh. Got 3 wounds. 3-up armor saves. They all make it. Yeah, even with a fill face. Woo! So the command squad back there, the two plasma bros are going to pop up, and they're going to fire onto this dude bro here. So hitting on 3s because they're veterans. Oh. Rapid firing. Oh yeah, we're going to 2 and 2. 2 different guys. So on 3s, we got. Oh, that first guy is.
That one guy is asking for it.
Asking for it. 4-ups. Yeah, he did.
Oh, feel no pain.
Oh, he's got feel no pain. Oh no, that doubles him out. Oh no. How does that work?
It just gets hot.
Oh, it just gets hot. All right. Feel no pain.
He's good.
He's good. Oh, he lives. All right, his other brother is really good at hitting. And on 2s, we got 2, just barely. All right, he's gonna go to ground because otherwise he's just straight up dead. So looking for 2 fill faces. Can I get it? No, I can't. So he is dead. Yeah, he is real dead. All right, these guys, the scatter laser from there is gonna fire into these guys. So hitting on 3s, 4s. 4s.
Yep.
Keep remembering. All right, 2 hits. Strength 6, so looking for 3s. We got 1 wound, 1 jinx save, 4 up, rerollable. No, that would have been a good armor save though. Ah, killer. 4 plus. Yeah! Oh, thank God. I was gonna kick myself for not taking that armor save when I rolled that 3. All right, he's gonna fire into these dude bros over here. So hitting on a 3, 4. God, why do I keep saying that? That's a hit. Anything but. Oh, that's not a but.
You got 5.
5 up intervening models and what's nots. There's a lot of stuff there. 5 up. Oh, I thought it was a 5. No. So my sergeant is dead. All right, the last cannon bro in there is going to fire into him. So hitting on a 3 because they're veterans,
Nope.
right? Oh no, 4s because they're not veterans.
Not that squad.
Oh, that's a hit though. Anything but. Oh, it's a butt! Another butt! Oh! All right, now his wyvern's gonna fire onto these dude bros over here. You can't actually see them, so they're gonna be full scattered. He's gonna put it onto that guy. That's gonna hit 3 on direct hits. So let's see what happens. First one. That's gonna be going 7 inches off this way. So he's gonna reroll because it's twin linked. That's gonna be 7 inches off that way. So it's gonna miss everybody. So second shot. Direct hit. So that's 3. Third shot is 6 inches this way. I'm gonna reroll that. 8 inches this way.
Ain't gonna hit
That's not gonna
anybody.
hit anybody. So 3 so far, and this is the 4th shot, right?
Yep.
Gonna reroll that. Oh,
wait.
wait, that might actually hit someone over on the other squad, so we'll find out about that one. It actually hits 2 guys from that squad, so we've got 3 onto this squad, 2 onto this squad. They're like, what did we ever do? We weren't even being shot at. So we'll do onto these guys. So strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. Shred. Nothing on them. So then we got 2 onto this squad over here. It's looking for 5s. Got 1 so far. Cocked. Reroll that one. Yeah. Nope. So just the 1.
Yep.
And I forgot to bring any dice. 3 up armor save. Yeah, he's good with a filth phase. Woo! All right, so that's the end of the Astra Militarum turn here on turn 2. Turn 2, jeez, so much has happened. So all the guys who needed to take leadership tests took them and passed them. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. Movement phase here for Dark Angels on turn 3. He stood still. He has to stay still. These guys shot up there, passed their dangerous terrain test. This guy dropped into hover mode. This guy moved over to this way. He stood still. These guys jumped over here, passed their dangerous terrain test. These guys shot up this way, and those guys shot up this way. And these dude bros all stood still. So that is it for the movement phase here for Dark Angels. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so psychic phase, I rolled a 2, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving my opponent with 4 dice. First thing I'm going to do is Mind Worm onto his Chimera over here. So, needing 1, it goes off with 1. Do you want to try to deny it?
Yep.
Looking for 6s? Not getting it. So, needing to hit on a 2. Oh no, hitting on a 4, sorry. All right, that's a hit. 3. Hit on a 3. I don't know why I'm saying that. So strength 6, side armor is 10. So looking for a 4 to glance. That's a pen. Plus 1 to the result because it's AP 2. 4. So it is immobilized, or not immobilized. I don't know why I keep saying immobilized. It's just shaken, so it can't move, and it's down 1 hull point, and it's going to be snap firing. All right, sounds good. Moving on in the psychic phase. And now he's going to cast Seed of Fear. The only squad that has any leadership within range here is going to be that squad, and he's just in. So, needing 1 for this one. That does not go off. Okay, so that didn't happen. Woo! Okay, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so he is going to fire into the Chimera in the back there. First, we're going to start with the Rift Cannon, trying to hit right there. So, let's see if it scatters. No, -5 because he's got strafing run, so that's a direct hit. So that's going to hit both of them there. So, but it's not double, so it's not Vortex. So strength 10, armor 12 on the looking for 2s to glance onto the Chimera in the back there. That is a pen, plus 1 to the result. 3, so it doesn't blow up, but it is a wreck. And then on to Pask there. Rear armor is 11, so looking for 1 to glance. That's a glance onto him. So wrecks him too. All right. Hey, I'll take that. Sounds good to me. All right. So these guys are going to fire into these dude bros. We've got the greens are going to be the two twin-linked plasma talons without cover. Black is going to be the twin-linked bolter over there, and then yellow is going to be the twin-linked plasma talon that he does get cover from. So these are going to be hitting on threes, twin-linked. Alrighty, twin-linked. That was a, let me see what that one was. All right, it was a 3 and I moved it like an idiot. So here we go, the twin linked on these ones, looking for threes. Okay, all hits. So blacks are going to be wounding on threes. Everything else is wounding on twos. All right, so we have 2 that you'll get 5-up cover from. And then these ones are not AP 4 on the bolters, strength 5, no, strength 4, AP 5. And they've got carapace, so they're going to be 4-ups on those, right? Yep. So we've got 5-ups on these ones. Let's do those ones, 5-ups. Got 1. Yep. All right, so 1 dead so far. Then we've got 4-ups on these ones. Yep. Oh, made both of those. And then 3 are just dead. So, cool. All right, sounds good. Moving on. All right, he's going to fire his heavy bolter into these dude bros. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds and AP 4 because of strength 5, AP 4, so 2 dead. All right, and this guy's going to fire his grav cannon into these guys. So, hitting on 3s. Okay, missed 1. Looking for 4s re-rolling because of grav amps. Oh, okay. Re-rolling. All right, so 1. Boop. Okay. All right, these guys are going to fire into them. So we got 3 bolt pistols hitting on 3s. Okay, so you got 1 wounding on a 3. Nothing. Okie dokie. Moving on. All right, these guys are going to fire into his sentinel over here. So, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right, that was not a gets hot. So we got 5 hits. Looking for 3s to glance. Okay, that's a lot of 1s. All right, we got 1 glance and 1 pen. So he's just dead. Let's see if he explodes. No, he doesn't explode. So he is just a wreck. All right. All right, this guy is going to fire into his dude bros over there. Hitting on 6s because I jinked. Blacks are going to be the bolters. Okay, twin linked. I got 1. Wounded on a 3. That's a wound. 3-up cover save.
Good.
He's good. All right, this dude bro is going to fire into his command squad back there. Hitting on 3s. Okay, 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. Nah, nothing. All right, these guys are going to fire into his sentinel. They're snap shooting. They're going to rapid fire their plasma guns. I know it's dangerous, but I'm going to do it anyway. Looking for 6s. Nothing. Oh, and it did get hot. I guess it was dangerous. Looking for 3. No, he did. All right. All right, last kind of dude bro here is going to fire into his company command squad there. So, hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, last bro here is going to fire into his Chimera, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Front armor is 12, looking for a 3 to glance. That's a pen. +1 to the result. 2. Well, he's wrecked, but he didn't explode. All right. All right, dude bro here is going to fire into these guys over here. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounded on a 2. That's a butt. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase here. He passed his leadership there on that 1 unit that had to take it, and we will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, in the assault phase, these guys are going to assault these dude bros. They're going to jink because he is going to overwatch. So, 3 shots, hitting on 6s. Oh, I got 1. Oh, God, thank God I jinked. Went on a 2. That's a 2. Or it's a 6. It's more than a 2. All right, they've got a 3-up jink save. Rerollable because of being Ravenwing. And they're good. All right. So they have a 7-inch charge into there. Let's see if they can make it. 6 inches. So close. All right. So we'll keep moving on in the assault phase. All right. These guys here are going to charge into them. So they use their jump packs during the movement phase, so I don't get to reroll. It's 9 inches away. I'm going through cover there, terrain there, so it's going to be an 11-inch charge that they need. Can I get it? Show me double fill face. Okay, whoa! I saw the first one first. I got all excited and didn't get on that one. All right, keep moving on. All right, and he is going to charge into there, and he's going to jink because here comes his Overwatch. Nope, nothing in. Anything but will probably get him in. Yeah, he's in. So we will move him in and then come back to you with that fight sub phase. All right, so moving on over to here. Hammer Wrath can't do anything because his front armor is 12. But at initiative step 4, I believe I go first. So he's going to be using crack grenades since it's the only thing that can do anything to that front armor there. So hitting on a, what's your weapon skill?
3.
3. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a 6 to glance. No, that's a 4. So now he's got his attacks back, hitting on a 4. No, he misses. So they will be locked in combat. Well, that's okay. I gotta hold on to that. Yeah, pretty much forever. All right. So that is it for my turn here. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 3. All right, going over movement phase here on turn 3 for the Astra Militarum. These guys stood still. These guys shuffled up this way about 5 inches. He stood still. These guys moved up this way 6 inches. And that's it. So that's it for movement phase. On to the psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 5, leaving both of us with 7 dice, so we will come back to you with that. All right, he's going to cast Prescience onto the big blob squad here, needing 2. Getting it with 2. I'm going to try to deny it, looking for 2 fill faces. I got 2, yeah, okay, I did get it. Whoa. Okay, denied, okay. Whew. All right, so now you've got... now come the, which one's going to get perfect timing?
Same squad.
Same squad's going to get perfect timing.
Nope.
Does not go off. Okay. Oof. Rough one there. All right, so we will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 3. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, we're going to go with the orders here from his senior command. They're going to do fire my target onto his unit there. So needing anything but double 6s. Oh, double 1s. He is good to go. He's going to fire the 3 plasma guns onto my land speeder. So let's ignore cover, so jinking ain't going to help. So hitting on 3s. Oh, got 1 hit. That's all he needs. Looking for, the one gets hot here. He was dead, so, feel no pain? Nope. So one of them's dead. And then we've got looking for 3 to glance. And it's dead. It's a pen. See if it explodes. Nope, it does not explode, so it is just a wreck. All right, now he's going to try to order the big blob here to have suppressive fire. So, looking for double 6s or... Oh, gosh, got the 1. All right, so he's good. I saw that 1. All right, so now this big blob here has pinning. And then the platoon command squad inside there is going to give smite at will onto these dude bros. So, looking for 9, right?
Yep.
Ooh, gets it with 9. That's twice he's done that. Woo! Okay, so now they're going to fire, split fire, and pinning onto whoever they want to get shit on. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so the las cannons and grenade launchers are going to fire into my flyer here. I'm not going to jink because his las cannons move, so they're going to be hitting on 6s, and the grenade launchers are strength 6, so they'd be wounding on, glancing on 5. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So here come the las cannons hitting on 6s. Oh, okay. Whew. All right, now the grenade launcher is hitting on 4s. Okay, we got 1 hit, strength 6, so looking for a 5 to glance. Nothing, okay. Whoa. All right, so now the las gun bros are going to fire into my attack bike here. He's going to jink. So, hitting on 4s. We got 17 shots coming in here. All right, we'll come, yeah, that's pretty good shooting there. Wow. All right, not bad. Oh, no, that was actually about even, I guess. That actually worked out. I was looking at all the 6s that he had in there. All right, so now looking for 6s to wound. Oh, we got 2. All right, 2 4-up jink saves. Oh, no. Oh, no. 4-up rerollables. Oh, made one. Okay, so he's down 1 wound. He would be pinning, but I don't think bikes can be pinned. We got to look that up. No, he can't be pinned. So now we're going to go with the bolt pistols into here, hitting on 4s. Oh, no, nothing there. All right, so moving on. All right, this squad here is going to fire into my flyer. I'm not going to jink again. I really got to try to risk this because I really want him. He's probably going to die, but we'll see what happens. So 2 last cannon shots hitting on 4s. Oh, okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are the grenade launchers in range? So they're in range?
Yep.
All right, so the grenade launchers hitting on 4s. All right, we got 1 hit, strength 6, wounded, glancing on a 5. Ah, nothing, okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Now the melted bros are gonna fire into him, so I'm gonna have to jink because I just can't risk that. So, so we got 3 shots coming in here, hitting on 3s because they're veterans. Yeah, it's a good thing I jinked. Strength 8, looking for 3s to glance.
1 glance.
I didn't make it down. No. Oh, all right. At least he jinked. You got that much. So I've got a not gonna scatter because that's not helpful. All right, looking for a 4-up jink save. Yeah, he's good. All right. Well, at least he's got his full wounds, I guess. All right. So his wyvern here is going to fire into these dude bros over here. He can see the guy on the far side, the far left one there. So he's going to try to put it on there. It's going to be hit 2 hits on a direct hit. So going here, that's going to be scattering 4 inches or 3. Oh, he's got
4
ballistic skill. Okay. So here we go. He's going to re-roll it. So that's a direct hit. So that's 2. Next one. Direct hit, so that's 2. Doesn't it full scatter? Does it full scatter on these?
No, I have direct line of sight.
Oh, okay.
But see, I'm just doing that because I'm just looking for direct hits.
And then
that's direct hit.
That's direct hit. So that's 6 shots so far. 6 hits so far.
Yep.
Yep. And then that's a direct hit as well. Right?
Well, it's going to move over
Still
1
4?
inch, but it's just going to go like this and hit 2
All right,
still. So I'll keep it.
All right, so that's going to be 8 hits onto them.
Yep.
So strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound with shred.
Yep.
All right, with shred. All right, got another one. So we got 4 wounds. 4 3-ups. Don't get to jink on these ones. 4 3-ups. Come on, bros. Oh! Who does that? Oh, that is painful. All right, all 3 of the dude bros on the bikes are dead, and then my my librarian is down to 1 wound. Oh my God, that is brutal. All right, now the platoon command squad is going to fire into him with the last cannon. So hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on 2. Oh, got a butt. Got a butt. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. So moving on to the assault phase, we've just got these 2 bros that are still going to be in fight here. So I've got my wand attack coming in, hitting on a 3. Nope. Hitting on a 4.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So they will be locked in combat still. And that is it for Imperial Guard here on turn 3. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for the after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 4. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels. He's locked in combat. He is immobile. This guy moved up here. This guy just twisted around this way. These guys jumped over this way. These guys jumped up here. He moved over here and joined this unit. He moved up here to grab onto the relic. And these 3 bros are staying where they are. So that's it for the movement phase. Moving on to the psychic phase. I rolled a 1, leaving me with 3 dice, leaving my opponent with 3 dice. I'm going to roll onto Seed of Fear. See if that goes off. So needing 1, it goes off with 1. So needing 1 6. No, so that goes off. So those units within 9 of him are going to have to roll leadership on 3d6. Oh yeah, now it gets it. On 3d6. All right, that sounds good. I'll do that. All right, moving on to the shooting phase here. We're going to start with my grav cannon bro into them. He moved to go over there and grab the objective, grab the relic. So he's going to fire. Since he moved, he's only be firing 3 shots. So 3 hitting on 3s. All right, that's
Nope.
That's how that goes. Okay, moving on. All right, now he's gonna fire into them. So he's gonna have to snap fire since he jinked. So I've got 2 rapid firing hurricane bolters hitting in here, looking for 6s. All right, I got 1 so far. Twin linked because of being hurricane bolters. All right, so just the 1. wounding on a 3. Okay. Okay, that's the thing that happened. All right, he's gonna fire into them. Snap firing because he jinked. Black's gonna be the multi-melta. 6s. Twin linked. I got 1, 3. What? What? Okay, keep moving on. Woosah, woosah. All right, so these guys are gonna fire into the wyvern here. 6 plasma shots coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. All right, looking for 3s to glance. All right, so we've got 1 glance and 4 pens. So let's do the 1 glance. What do you get here? You got
Camo netting.
Camo netting.
Am I 25% skewered?
Nope.
Nope.
So camo netting. So he's got 6 up on the. We'll do the pens first. 6 up. All right, so it will be wrecked. So let's see. All 4 of them go through. +1 for the AP2. It does not explode, so it is just a wreck. Alrighty, moving on. All right, Stormbolters here into those dude bros. Hitting on a 3. Okay, wounding on a 3. Yeah, I got actually wound with a bolter. All right, 3 up cover. Yeah, he's good. Of course he is. These guys are gonna fire into the dude bros right there with the melt guns. So we're gonna have 3 bolt pistols and 1 rapid firing bolt gun, all hitting on 3s. Oh no, these are going to be hitting on 6s because he jinked. So these were going to be hitting on 3s. That's cocked. Okay. Twin linked here. Come on. Oh my God. I probably do. Probably do. All right, moving on. All right, dude bro here is going to fire into his command squad in the back there. So hitting on a 3. It's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 3 up cover.
Good.
Oh, he's good. Oh. All right, this dude bro is gonna fire into the Melta Bros on a 3, on a 2. That's a wound. I think they're just dead unless they're gonna go to ground. Nope. So he's dead. All right. All right, he's gonna fire into the Melta Bros as well, hitting on a 3, wound on a 2. That's 2. You've got intervening model from this one, so 5 up. Nope, he did. All right, that is it for the shooting phase. So we're gonna move on to the assault phase. His dude bro there, even on a 3d6, managed to pass his leadership test, so he is good to go over there. So we will move on to the assault phase. All right, these guys here are gonna charge into the Melta Bro there. So is Overwatch?
Nope.
Does not hit. All right, so their distance.
Are you shitting the bed over here?
Yeah, they're in. All right, so we'll come back to you with the next charge. Alrighty, so this dude bro is going to charge into the blob squad over there. So we've got 20 las gunshots coming in here, hitting on 6s. We got 1, 2. We got 2. So 2 wounding on 6s. We got 1. He did jink, so 4 up jink save. He's good. Then the grenade launcher, 6s. Got 1. Looking for a 3.
Wound.
That's a wound. 4 up jink save. He's good. Las cannons on a 6.
Nope.
No, nothing.
Bolt pistols.
Oh, bolt pistols.
No.
No, nothing. Charge distance.
Damn it.
He's in. Yeah, that's what I needed. How many 3+ saves could I make in close combat? We will find out. All right, so we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're gonna start over here. He's just getting a head start over there, moving those guys in that way. So over here, we're gonna start with the Hammer of Wrath. So I've actually got 4 Hammer of Wrath there. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds, 2 4-ups. He's good. So we will come back to you with initiative step 4. Alrighty, so Blacks are going to be the chaplains here at initiative step 4. He's got 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon plus 1 for the charge. Librarian's going to be greens, 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon plus 1 for the charge. Yellow is going to be my sergeant there, and we'll roll the other guy if they survive. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of first round of combat. That was cocked. All right. Oh, thank God I can re-roll. Jeez. Alrighty. So wounding on 3s. The blacks and greens would just kill him. Yeah, he's dead. All right. So they will consolidate and moving on. All right, moving over to this combat. I've got a Hammer of Wrath, wounding on a 3. Nothing on there. So we'll come back to you with initiative step 4. All right, so my guy at initiative step 4 has 2 base plus 1 for the one for the charge. So hitting on 3s. I got 2 wounds, 2 hits. Sorry, wounding on 3s. I got 1 wound, 1 5. Oh, he's good, of course. All right. So now here come all of his attacks.
On 4s?
On 4s. Alrighty. All right, and these are on 6s. Oop, got 1 in there. Yep. Nothing. So we are just locked in combat. So he's got to come back over into me, which is kind of what I was hoping for. All right, we'll move on to the Sentinel battle from the other side, the nerf fight. All right, now moving over to the slap fight. My guy's hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a 6. No, nothing. Hitting on the 4. No, nothing. Locked in combat. All right, moving on. And that's actually it for the fight subphase here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase on turn 4 here for the Astra Militarum. All right, movement phase for Astra Militarum here. These guys are locked in combat. These guys shuffled up a bit, or actually just the grenade launchers moved up. They're locked in combat. These guys moved over there. The company command squad moved over there. And that is it for the movement phase here. So moving on to the psychic phase. My opponent rolled a 2, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving him with 4 dice. What are we going to do?
Perfect timing on the command squad.
Perfect timing on the command squad. Goes off with 2. Yep. Can I get 2 fill faces? Come on, baby. You can do it. No, I can't do it. I don't even get 1. I wouldn't even passed that psychic fest. So they've got perfect timing, which means they ignore cover, and their plasmas are going to be shooting at my bikers. Not great. All right, so we will come back to you with the shooting phase for Astra Militarum here on turn 4. All right, so his senior command there, starting off the shooting phase, is going to order the platoon command squad to fire on his target. So looking for anything but double 6s because of his staff, and he is good. Alrighty, so then they are going to be firing. We'll come back to you with that. All right, they're going to fire onto this unit over here. So he is going to, oh, they have ignore cover.
Yeah.
That's right, so jinking won't make a difference. So here it comes. Which one's this one, the last cannon?
Last cannon.
Last cannon, hitting on 3, 4s. That's a hit, wounded on 2. That's a wound. Ignoring cover. I think Dude Bro's just dead. All right. Who, what?
We have to measure that.
We're going to figure this one out. Hold on. All right, so yeah, they were equidistant when we measured, so this guy is dead. So, yeah. And now we've got anything else that's going to come in? All right, we're going to find out if his flamers can reach anybody. All right, now we got the last pistol going into here. So, hitting on a
3 for this.
3 for this one. This is the officer. That's a hit. Looking for a...
6.
Looking for a 6.
Majority tough is 4 though.
Yeah, and what's the majority? It's a 3. Yeah, so that's a wound. That's a wound. Majority toughness there. So, 3 up. No, I'm not gonna look at Sir because as much as he's got other wounds. No, I'm gonna try to take that. So, 3 up armor save. Oh, all right, I lost my psyker there. All right, so we'll come back to you with. Actually, I'm within 3 inches of. There, right? 3 inches up. My warlord trait is actually feel no pain. So, look at that for my my psyker there. Here he comes. Come on, baby. Feel no pain. No, he did. All right, so my psyker is dead. All right. All right, so now his company command squad is going to fire into my bikers over here. They're not going to jink because they've got ignore cover anyway. So here come the plasma guns hitting on 3s. Oh man. 2 gets hots.
4 up would have been on the other guy.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's on 2 guys, 2 different guys. So you got 2 hits and 2 gets hots. Their armor saves of 4+. One of them is dead. And one of them gets feel no pain, and he's good. So they're actually both okay. So he wasn't dead. He had feel no pain on that one. So 2 hits, wounding on 2s, anything but. All right, so 2 are dead because it ignores cover. Blah, blah, blah. And now we have the last gun going into here. Hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit. Looking for a 6. Oh, it's a 6. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Get some trainer dice.
I'm not going to use your dice. They're full of jerk. All right, here comes 3 up armor save. He's good. All right, now comes the Wrath Acadia. Hitting on a 3. No, okay. Woo, that would have been because I would have had to have a 4+ on my covers on my armor save, even though I have a 3+ armor save. Any save of less than a 3 is a fail with the Wrath of Cadia. So, good thing he didn't get that hit. So he's still alive. You're saying there's a chance. All right, these dude bros here are going to fire onto my flyer, who is going to jink. The 2 last getting shots, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit, looking for 1 to glance. That's a pen. 4-up jink save. Nope, re-rolling. He's good. Now the grenade shot's coming in, hitting on 4s. Got 1, looking for a 5 to glance. Nothing, all right. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. So now we're gonna go on to the assault phase. We're just gonna have the combats here. So my guy's gonna go first. He's got 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. I got 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound. 5 up.
Nope.
Yes, hit. Nope, so 1 is dead. All right, so then we'll come back to you with his attacks. So here come the 15 guardsmen hitting on 4s. All righty. All right, wounding on 6s. We got 1, 2, right, yeah, 2. 2 3-ups, or he's dead. He's good, all right. And then his priest, or the, not the priest, the primary psyker can attack in here. So he's going to have, how many attacks? 1 attack? 2 attacks base. 1 for 2 close combat weapons. So hitting on 4s. All right, got 2 hits.
And strength 5.
Strength 5, so looking for 4s.
Nope.
No, nothing. So you lost combat by 1.
Yep.
Takes you down to 9, but 3d6 because my thing's still in place.
Good.
And they're good. Oh, wanted to sweep them. All right. So then we'll move on to the nerf battle that's going on over the side. So on to the nerf battle over here. My guy is going to be hitting on a 3. That is a hit. Looking for a fill face to glance him. No, nothing. And then his hitting on a 4. Cocked. Oh no, it doesn't hit. All right. So that's it for the fight subphase here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 5. Wow, turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He's locked in combat. He's immobilized. He moved over this way. He separated from the Warlord and jumped over this way. He moved around over that way. Warlord jumped back over this way, trying to protect himself. This guy moved 6 inches back over this way. Stood still, stood still, stood still. So that is it for the movement phase here for the Dark Angels. We'll come back to you. We healed my Psyker, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, he's gonna fire into these dude bros. He has to snap fire because of the because he jinked. So hitting on 6s. Ooh, got a couple. Well, that was a 6. Get back here! Get back here! Get back here! Whatever. That was a 6. And then these are twin linked because of being a hurricane bolter. Come back here. Stay in my hand. Another 3. So we got 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's a lot of 1s. 3 wounds. 3 3-ups. 1 is dead. All right. All right, so over here, he is going to fire into his command squad over there. So I got 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. I got 1 wound.
Okay.
You want to look out, sir?
Oh yeah, I do.
All right, looking out, sir. On 2+. Yep, he's good.
3 up.
3 up arm. 3 up save. Oh,
Killed the medic.
killed the medic. All right, so no more feel no pain. Sounds good. Stormbolter into these dude bros. Hitting on 3. 1 hit. Wounding on 3. Nope. All right, last cannon bro here is going to fire into his command squad inside of there. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound.
Look out, sir.
Look out, sir.
4 up.
4 up. Now looking for a 3-up cover save.
Good.
He's good. Last bro here is going to fire into that command squad in there. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. No. There's a butt. He's going to fire onto that squad over there. Hitting on 3. Nope. All right, this dude bro is going to charge into, at the assault phase, he's going to charge into that command squad. So which one's this one?
Wrath of Cadia.
Wrath of Cadia on a 6. Nope. Then we've got the plasma guns.
Two different guys?
Two different guys. On 6s, got two 6s and no gets hots. Wounded on 2s. Yeah, he did. All right, fair enough. Womp womp womp. All right, and dude, bro, with the jump pack is going to charge into here, and he's in.
We're gonna show our asses.
He's not going to. Yeah, he's not going to. He doesn't get to get Hammer Wrath because he used his jump pack in there. So that's it for the charges. We'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so I've got 1 for the sergeant, +1 for extra close combat weapon, +1 for the charge, and then 2 base for the attack bike over here at initiative step 4. So hitting on 3s. Oh man, that is an awful lot of 1s and 2s right there. Oh. 1 hit, wounded on a 3. That's a wound.
5 up.
5 up.
We're good.
They're good. All right, so then we'll come back to you with his attacks. He's got to figure out who's going on whom. All right, so he's split up his attacks. We've got 11 attacks coming on to the Assault Marine right here. So hitting on 4s. Alrighty.
5 hits.
5 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. 3 up.
Kill him.
He's good. All right. And then he's got, how many attacks on this one?
I've got 9.
9
guys.
9 attacks coming onto the bike, and then we're going to have this primary psyker also going to go on the bike. So hitting on 4s. Ooh, pretty good.
Not bad at all. 6 out of 9.
Yep. And now 6s. We got 1. 3 up armor save. He's good. And now the psyker onto the biker. Hitting on 4s. Oh, strength 5, so 4s to wound. We got 1 wound. 1 3 up armor save. Yeah, he's good. So you lost by 1. All right, but this is only 2d6 because my thing's gone. So looking for 9. And they're good. Ooh, just good. All right, so we will come back to you. That's going to keep going on. So we're going to come back to you with the nerf battle in the corner. All right, so moving on to this attack here. My guy hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a fill face. No. Hitting on 4. He's hits.
Strength 5.
Strength 5. Looking for a 4. Oh, it's a wound. Oh, God. Could this be the end of it? 3 up armor save. Oh, he's dead. Okay, so we got him. Oh, man. All right, so he'll move out of combat, and then we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 5. All right, movement phase. The command squad here moved up through the wall there, or through the window there, trying to come up this way. These guys are locked in combat. These guys kind of stood where they were. He just kind of shuffled around a bit. And the other platoon command squad inside of the building there just kind of stood where they were. So that's it for movement phase. We're going to come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so moving on to the psychic phase, he's going to cast Prescience onto the sentinel over there. So needing 2. Getting it with 2. Oh man, can I get 2 fill faces on the 2 dice? Because he rolled a 2, sorry, he rolled a 2, leaving it with 4 dice, leaving me with 2 dice, because my psyker's dead. Can I roll double fill face? Double fill face smiling at me! No fill faces. So that sentinel is now twin linked. Great. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase for Astra Militarum here on turn 5. So the senior command squad, right over in through this window, is going to order fire on my target onto the platoon command squad. So needing anything but double 6s. He's good. All right, so we'll come back to you with those shoots. All right, so we're going to have the las cannon guy onto my grav cannon dude bro over here. So hitting on a 3, right? Oh no, 4, because they're not veterans. On a 4. Oh, he's got it. Anything but. Oh, he's dead. Because he fire my target means ignore cover, right? Yeah, so he's dead. Alrighty, and drops the relic. Now he's going to bring it down to his command, to the primary command, the company command squad there. So, looking for double 6s. Nope, he's good. I was looking for double 6s. So now, the 2 plasma shots are going to fire into him. He's going to jink. So, looking for 3s. All right, miss, and that gets hot. So, dead because I killed the thing. So one of them's dead. The other one does hit, looking for a 4 to glance. That's a pen. 4 up, jink save. Rerollable. Oh, it takes a whole point. +1 to the result. Don't get a 6.
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh, and it blows up. Like a big old jerk face. All right. Well, that just happened. All right. So, moving on. All right, the Sentinel is going to fire. He's got a shot onto my Warlord over here. He's going to roll 2 dice. He only gets 1 shot, but he's twin length. So if he gets a 4 on either of these, it's a hit. Oh, you got 1. All right, so here goes. Looking for a 2. Okay, so that's a wound.
Barely getting blocked.
So this is it. Just got it.
Oh, good.
Okay. I've got a 4 Rosaria save. If I don't make this 4 Rosaria save, that strength 9 is going to double him out, giving him Slay the Warlord and knocking me off the relic. Oh boy. I really need this to happen. I need this to work. I really need this to work. How much have you prayed to the Emperor, Chaplain? You can do this. 4 up. 4 up! Come on! Ah! And that is Slay the Warlord. And it knocks me off of the relic. Oh man, this is going to be brutal. Okay. Continuing to move on. All right, the platoon here is now going to fire onto my drop pod here. So, oh no, I guess the grenades can also do it. So here we go with the last cannon hitting on 4s. Okay, 1 hit. Looking for a 3 to glance. That is a pen. Plus 2 because it's open topped. 3, so it will be snap firing. Okie dokie. And down 1 hull point. All right, and now the grenades. 1 hit, looking for a 6 to glance.
Nope.
No, nothing on that one. So it's down 1 hull point and snap firing. Okie dokie. Is that it? I think that's it for the shooting phase. So we'll just come back to you with the combat phase. All right, so over here, I've got 4 attacks now that are going to be coming in here, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. Okay, so 2 dead.
I'm going to take them off the attack bike.
All right, there we go. So now we've got 11 shots coming back over here, 11 attacks onto my assault marine here.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s. Ooh, not great. All right, so we got 4 hits, wounding on 5s. Oh, I got 2 wounds. Oh man, that's all you need. 3 up armor saves.
Oh,
I need that one.
spinning.
We're incepted. Oh, he's dead. I needed him to make that. All right, we'll come back to you with the attacks on the bike. All right, so here come the 7 attacks onto the biker, hitting on 4s.
Yep. Ooh.
All right, wounding on 6s. I got 2. Oh man, 2 3-up armor saves. Oh, he's dead.
God.
Wow, this went horribly, really quick for me. So he did. So he will consolidate. That's actually the end of turn 5. Do you want to roll a die? On a 1 or a 2, the game ends. 3 plus, it goes on. And so it ends. And ladies and gentlemen, that end there is an Astra Militarum victory, believe it or not. By the skin of his teeth. Because he got First Blood and Slay the Warlord. I got Linebreaker. None of us control the relic. He wins 2-1. That is nuts! That is as close as you could possibly get. That's as close as you could possibly get! There's nothing else you can say about that. That is insane. That is insane. Oh man, that was such a fun game. Such a bloody game too. I guess, you know, there's a couple things I guess we both could have done differently. I guess if he had made a run with his blob quicker towards the, you know, towards the relic, and that would have been way harder for me to try to like wrest it from him because he also would have had objective secured. I guess if I had started moving up some of my tactical squads so they were in range of the relic, that might have been helpful, and started trying to move it back, you know, as I started grabbing it earlier. But I mean, I think we both played it pretty well, and it was super bloody. He doesn't have a single tank left on his side. He's got 1 sentinel left. It's the only armor he's got left. He's got a whole bunch of blob units, and yeah, that's how that ends. And I've got my tactical squads and a drop pod. That's it. Tactical squads and a drop pod left. So yeah, super bloody, super brutal, but super fun. Those are the games. These are the games when it comes down to that 1 die roll. that's what this is all about. So that was so much fun. Unbelievable. So much fun. So, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed it as much as we did, because we had a blast. As always, I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Rob. And until next time, guys, have fun.